Oh, here, she called you back. Here, you. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Make some facial.
Good night.
Is that why you calling back? Oh, look, he said you hung up. What happened, AJ? Yeah. I was like, oh, sorry, Cece had to go. He's like...
That's why I called back. Like, wait.
He's like, damn, it was too late. He was happy. He was finger happy. Like, let me go.
Good. I'm gonna get to bed. Like, it's calling me.
You're okay. Me too. I'm tired as hell. This boy's so disrespectful. Every day before we go to bed, this is what he do, sis. I don't know what it is. He has a little bucket that we keep down here. Just those are little smaller toys, and he dumps the bucket and then all the toys. And guess whose chore that is though? Lance's. So I feel like AJ does it on purpose because that is Lance's chore after school work. They do these chores. Look at him. Look at him. Do it again, AJ. Do it again, AJ.
Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Chicago Bears and our home team. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Did I lose it? My turn.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Talking on it and everything, or playing a game on it?
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. They'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon, very, very strong, well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota, complete. It's Henry. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. that's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
53. Check 53. Tackle. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on, D.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So they'll walk him back half the distance.
Let's go. Motion. Reset. Half 85.
Now a give, right side. Emery. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Allen. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Allen now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Colin Saunders able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
One of them moved it, and they saw me move it there.
Now Allen. Caught by Wilson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. Here's a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, it's Allen. Wilson's got it complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen going right side here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Allen to throw once more. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Charger 16. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Allen going to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Well, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
Hey, 4 down.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That was good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
You did it to yourself.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am. Okay? So true. So back when the dinosaurs
I know, you ran because you ran the wall.
Always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys, on this point, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
Find the best guys, plug them in on your own line.
Right.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abuka in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Now you got a mark right here. Back here.
Third and long here for Mario. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. Third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen to throw it. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 17 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota now. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Come on, fellas.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier, to the sideline and incomplete.
Come on.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Allen throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen again. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well.
Allen hit. He lost the football. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Gordon on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Play fake. Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Mariota from the gun on third down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they work this out past the 25. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Here we go.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And again, it's Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Shakes off the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keep it open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be...
And he's going to go down again. Samson Ebukam. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing, Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now or very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 6 yards away as the Bears push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really under pressure again, and down he goes again. Samson Ebukam, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. It fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen now looks to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the football.
Under pressure, they got him again. Samson Abukum in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation. Allows him to get home.
Mariota on first down. That is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
4th down, Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Motion, motion, motion. 44.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are down big. They have not scored a single point I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here? Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Check. Check. 53's mine. Watch the run. Undercrush.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've